You know, sometimes you forget you have a Blue Apron subscription and then they just send you stuff. So here I am making another Blue Apron box. So this one is Thai style glazed tilapia. You see we got a nice little box of fish fillets here and some poblano peppers, some good stuff. Once again, you can tell that this one looks like it has barely any ingredients, but that's because your millions of seasonings and other stuff is contained in this one tiny bag, all in perfect ratio, so that at least makes it easy. The total cost for this was, I don't remember, like $35. About half the cost of this, because it's a 4-person meal again. So, getting started, the first step is to cook the rice. But I've already showed you how to make rice enough times, so I'm just going to skip ahead to the good part. So we're going to dive straight into our knick-knack bag. The first thing it wants us to do is to take out the honey so that it can warm up to room temperature, because this was refrigerated, so it's all like hard. So we'll set those off to the side. Easy things first, we just need to chop up some peanuts. See, that's pretty straightforward. So next up, we just need to prepare our vegetables. And once the honey is warm, we will be able to make the sauce for the tilapia. For that, the instructions say that we can use as much of the curry paste as we want. I love curry paste, so I'm just gonna throw the whole thing in. You know how that goes. So let's go ahead and get started. And at this point, with our vegetables done, we are now ready to make our sauce. So we'll just kind of throw in all our stuff. With that, we are now ready to cook the vegetables. Let's get this box out of here. So we put our non-stick pan on medium-high. They conveniently gave us some sesame oil to cook with this time, unlike all the other times where I had to provide my own oil. With those done, we can now get our fish ready. So we first drain out all the juice. And now we just bread them and throw them in the pan. You can also add salt and pepper here if you want. I don't know if I really need that, but I'll think about it. Well, we got our vegetables ready for later. And now we start over. I spoke too soon because the recipe calls for me putting in more oil. So now I gotta supply my own oil again. Don't tell the United States. Now comes the easy part. We just take our flour and coat the fish pieces. That's not gonna end well. So we got our cooked fish here. Our next part is putting in the glaze. Unfortunately, I can't fit all 4 of them in the pan at the same time, so I'm doing this individually. I also wanted to let the pan cool off a tiny bit before pouring this in because it will splatter with it being red hot. So now we will glaze our fish. With that, we are done. So for our toppings, we have our peanut and onion mix for the tilapia. We've got some multicolored sesame seeds for the vegetables. And then we have our rice to use for the bed. So let's go ahead and put our plate together. So, how did I do? I think it looks pretty good. It smells pretty good too. I mean, I guess I'd be kind of concerned if it didn't smell good. But yeah, so that's this one. Feel free to try it out and let me know if you change anything and it works for you. I'm excited to try this one myself. This one turned out pretty good. I don't have many suggestions for like changing up how to make it or not, besides the fact that I don't know why it had me put all the vegetables in a bowl before putting them in the pan to cook. There's no real reason to do that. It didn't serve me any purpose. Other than that, I would say you should definitely get a pan that can fit all of your tilapia at the same time. Because when I did it individually, since the sauce is water-based, it boiled off pretty fast, so I didn't have very much left to coat the other ones after doing the first one. So definitely try doing all of them at the same time so that that doesn't happen to you. But other than that, this one was really good, so feel free to try it out.